Welcome back, everyone. Once again, here with semifinal number 2, where we have BPro on the Legion side now and TMG on the Hellborn side, with TMG currently leading 1-0. That was quite a comeback there in game number 1. Thickles,
Oh, yeah.
what do you think, man? Is BPro going to force a game 3 here, perhaps take this one, or is TMG going to take a 2-0 victory and move on?
I feel like BPro can't they can't let TMG get away with this. They were supposed to lose there. I think everyone was expecting TMG to just lose, and then just suddenly, I don't know how they did it, but they just came back somehow, doing that. So I mean, I don't think BPro's gonna let them win another one. I think they're gonna want at least one win out of this, just to prove that they're not chumps that let themselves lose while they're down 20k gold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was one of the more impressive victories I've seen, at least casting between yesterday and today. The big props to TMG for that first game, but we got another one here. So let's see what BPro's got up their sleeve here. The bans are going to be War Chief, Arachno, Voodoo Jester, and Prophet. Take me through those bans.
All right, War Chief always banned. He's just too strong of a caster. Prophet, I said the same thing. Way too strong. Voodoo, too annoying. That stun can stun an entire team for way too long. Makes sense that they got rid. Arachno, very strong carry, so with pretty decent magic armor and can dispel a lot of hard CCs, so very, very good. Then we see the Chipper being picked up. We saw the Chipper being picked up last game. I think we all saw a lot of value being put with that Focus Shield and those rockets. So, good pick. And then Pebbles, Drunken Master. Pebbles, very strong initiator, very strong stun. Drunken Master, very good frontline.
And him I call
okay. Scrap into Valkyrie following up the Chipper. We had some mixed feelings about the Scrap yesterday.
Yep.
Where do you think we land on those feelings today now as it's a new day? Is Scrap a good pick or is he not a good pick? I don't even know what to think anymore.
I'm not sure it's the greatest pick right now, but I might be wrong. Though I think the Scrap, I think it can still do good. The Valkyrie, though, that's what I'm kind of confused about. I don't think Valkyrie as a carry would do as good as, let's say, Gunblade. I think Gunblade would have been a better pickup there.
Mm-hmm. Not Wild Soul? That's one of my favorite heroes. That's why I'm bringing up the Wild Soul.
Let me tell you about Wild Soul in Midwars.
He's not good, man, but he's got Boo Boo.
He does have.
Isn't it like having 6 heroes in your team?
That is true. That is true. You know,
if you can go to late game with 12 item slots.
I keep talking about Golden Veil. I'm just saying Golden Veil gives a lot of money.
Okay. Your Golden Veil is my Wild Soul. We'll just leave it there. We'll just leave it there.
Maybe if we both play them together, it would work. But I think.
Now we figured out the recipe for success.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Both of them together, I think it works. But I think alone, it's.
All right, so Hellborn, they did finish their lineup with Gravekeeper, Nitro, and Oogie.
Yep.
And I don't know if we've seen any of those 3 heroes at all this weekend so far, so they're making some debuts here.
So, Gravekeeper,
Gravekeeper, yes, actually. I think we saw that one.
Yeah. And I like Gravekeeper pick. Early game, that Corpse Explosion does just so much damage. It's, I have not calculated in a while, but it's something like 400, 500 magic damage if everything explodes and you get hit by everything.
Yeah, it's closer to 500, I think, maxed out, and obviously calculating into damage reduction, but yeah, it's a lot of area damage if he gets all the corpses in the area.
Yep, so pretty good for burst damage. I think Cthulhu might be getting picked here. Nope, he's running away. Drunken now is
Drunken Master might be the bloodlust. That one goes to Scrap. BPro already on the board here as they take out the Drunken. Good start for them.
Yep. All right. Yeah, pretty good bloodlust from BPro. Cthulhu really managing to get that stun off right on time to make sure that he didn't get hit by the Drunken Master.
Slippery's got a leap. Can he get it off though? No, he got stun chained. He was holding it for a little bit too long. Snark got a little too confident there and went down. Bubbles in the fray here. Feeling pretty confident though with the spells on cooldown. Snags the Invis rune. And BPro did get a kill onto Jockfan, so they do take out the Nitro while the Valkyrie was going down for one.
So yeah, so we can keep talking about more of the picks, because one pick I'm really surprised to see is Nitro. I don't think Nitro's very good at Midwars. I think she's just too good at one thing, which is single target.
Yeah.
And
when I think of Nitro, I think of like 1v1 mostly.
Yep. And I think that in a 5v5 where if she ults, she can easily just get sheep sticked, and then her ult does nothing, and that's one of her like big damage abilities.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's that great of a
well, also, even if you silence her, I believe like even when she's ulting, it stops the ballistic from working as well, which is where most of the damage comes from.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of ways I think to deal with the Nitro, but yeah, like you said, I don't think she's screams 5 versus 5 to me. Great Cthulhu trample. Nitro gets arrowed up to follow it. Burst damage comes in. Scrap also gets assistance for a second kill. And now Bubbles doesn't have to take cover up. He might go down here. Double damage. Drunken Master. Who's going to go down first? Oogie trying to line up the Tarquakes. Focus Buffer was on the Bubbles, but it's not going to be enough to save him. Meanwhile, Cthulhu in deep enemy territory here. Oogie gets hit with another arrow. So Snark, despite that death earlier, he's on fire with the arrows now. Hitting back-to-back. Javelins away from downtown.
With around 25 health.
Focus Buffer comes out on the Scrap. Stalagmite stun from Pebbles. Okay. Another arrow. This one lines up on the Oogie. Yep. Nobody dies here. So now it's 6-2 for BPro. So they are winning the early engagements.
I think that's pretty much planned to win the engagement. I think Legion has just stronger early game. But I think it's probably gonna change once we see ults. I think Oogie ult, Drunken ult, and Pebbles in large. Probably gonna also Gravekeeper, mostly Gravekeeper ult. I think is gonna increase that damage quite a bit. Probably let them get a few more picks and try to keep that gold difference around the same.
Okay. Well, the first one to hit level 6 is Bubbles. He's the only level 6 hero so far. He's got Kelpfield ready to go. Might want to wait for like chainsaws and some more damage to come through.
I think they're gonna wait
before he decides to use it.
For the saws. See, I'm not sure how good Scrap's gonna be in this team comp, because I don't think they have the right team to dive a tower. Cthulhu and Bubbles can do it, but I don't think Chipper or Valk want to go that far in.
Yeah.
They're just I just don't think they're. I think it's
rather squishy team around Cthulhu.
Yeah. Which is why I'm surprised for the Scrap pick. You know.
Here comes a trample on the Drunken Master. Kelfield not used here. Bubbles was off. Okay, now he does use it onto Pebbles and the Oogie. I was kind of expecting a little bit of a better catch there, but Cthulhu tramples in. They get the Drunken Master. He gets rocketed down by Chipper. Zoomerang hits onto Gravekeeper and Nitro, who's getting body blocked in the trees there. They are going to get the 1 kill. Nitro taking some heavy pressure, forced to run back. He will fall down as well. It's 4 straight kills from BPro.
Oh, yeah, it's
great coordination as they dive in the trees there. A little unfortunate that Nitro was getting body blocked, but that's what's going to happen when a lot of the players don't have marchers yet.
Yep, that's yeah, exactly. They need to be a lot better at for moving around. Pebbles really needs that PK, because if he doesn't get it soon.
Eastern picked up by Oogie. The arrow did miss, and now Bubbles could get turned on for some pressure. Cthulhu on the high ground, trying to disrupt them with the Dream of Madness, but Drunken Master falls first. And Oogie, despite the haste, it's not really a whole lot he can do by himself, trying to throw out some Tarquakes. Snark hits an arrow onto Pebbles. He was aiming for the Oogie, but I will say overall his arrows have been quite good so far. I've only seen him miss 2 out of like maybe 10 or so. So he's still hitting people. Stalagmite Sun comes in on the Cthulhu. He can't get his trample off. Even with the focus buffer, it's not enough. Alright, so before the action picks up, what's Valkyrie's go-to item route this game? Seeing as how he's like their carry this game.
Carry? Oh, well, I don't think I'm gonna have time to...
Quick! No. Before the kills happen!
Okay. I think it's gonna be nullfire.
Okay, nullfire. Drunken Master, he gets astrolabed up, being held in the Kelfield. He's trying to get the distance to safety. Snipe comes in from Bubbles. He ports in the trees. Pebbles also getting locked on. One more auto attack. He will fall as well. TMG is getting a couple of kills though. They get the bubbles down. They did get one more kill onto Karhuki as well, so they're up to 4 kills now. But 13 is a better number, and that one goes to BPro. They're up by 6,300 gold currently. But the XP is still looking relatively even. Everyone's around level 7-ish. Some level 6s. Pebble's getting trampled up by Cthulhu. Follow-up damage coming in from Scrap and Chipper. They take him out. Cthulhu Font leading the front charge, but Scrap's getting turned on by TMG. They take him out in response. And TMG's forced to play under their tower very defensively as the pressure coming from BPro very heavy so far. Chipper gets sniped out by a Stalagmite, a stun, and a Tarquake, which goes the way of Uki. So he gets an ultimate warrior streak off of Navi for 519 gold.
Right. So I think right now game might start changing up a bit. Pebbles just got his PK. So now Hellborn can now initiate a lot better, which means I think Drunken's going to stop getting picked because he's going to be able to actually initiate alongside the Pebbles and probably deal a lot more damage because I've seen him go after the Cthulhu a lot. I think he really wants to start focusing all the other squishier characters.
Okay. So Nullfire for Valkyrie. Let's see what Snark does. It's still early on. Goes for Steam Boots and Vestments and Knuckles 5 charged up.
That's usually
Nitro
what I see
has 4 charges on his. Needs 1 more. Drunken jumps in here, gets the combo to go off. Doesn't send him in the air though. Goes down first. Pebbles did use a combo already. I missed who he went for, but they are gonna get a counter kill here onto Scrap. So perhaps that was their target. 1 for 1. 8-minute rune about to spawn. See who that one is gonna go to if they fight over it. Ulefant gets an illusion.
If they can catch the Chipper, I think they can easily get him.
Yeah, by the way, what's your take on Chipper going just like straight into Spell Shards 2? This is not like the typical, or even level 3 now as he just bought it. We've seen like some more utility Chippers like tablets and stuff like that. This one's going for more of the damage route.
I do think going tablet is probably a better choice just for the being able to hook people or moving around. But at the same time, you know, as Chipper, your goal is to do burst damage. Spell Shards just helps you do burst damage, so it's not a bad pick. Yeah, especially if all you're trying to do is just more damage, which I think that's what Chipper was looking for right now.
All right. Well, in terms of damage, he's on 13%, second on his team and in the game. Because Bubbles and Gravekeeper for their teams are both tied at 16%. So you did talk about how the Corpse Explosion from Gravekeeper does a lot of damage. Well, he's showing that here.
Yep.
Top of the charts.
He's using pretty well. He's making sure that when he can, he deals a lot of that damage. That Chipper, a lot of time, I see him around a half health, so pretty good.
Ulefant missed the trample there. Pebbles does a toss back on the Chipper. He's going to get bursted down quickly. 1 kill to start the fight. Ulefant leading the front lines with the Dream of Madness. Kelpfield stuns up the Pebbles. He goes down. It's a 1-for-1 trade. As the Kelp still holding half of TMG in place, and BPro will reset as Chipper comes back into the fight. Drunken Master. They do not have a portal key on the Cthulhu Font, but he might look to go in here. Chipper gets tossed back once again, so they keep focusing the Chipper. Obliterate dealing some damage, but he's forced to fall back now. No commit from BPro. Bubble Sport's in, actually. Does take cover of the Gravekeeper stun, and he'll walk away. Valkyrie takes some pressure, and she leaps away as well. Pebbles now jumped in, but here comes a toss on the Bubbles. I don't think that's the right target, though. Harder to kill the Bubbles as he ports to his Shell Surf. And it's a double tap for Yalgar Dig. He's trying to make it a hat-trick, going for the Nitro here. Does take cover the Pebbles stun. Really nicely done, but there's the Chuck. Tries to get the snipe, but too much damage coming in from the supporting cast there, and he did overextend a bit. Going for the greedy play.
Yeah, that's fine. We like that. We like that here.
I love it, but I'm not sure if BPro loves it. That's another question entirely.
Okay. I'm sure he has a good plan. I'm sure it's gonna end up working out.
4.8 second arrow on the Drunken Master.
I think he's about to.
They can't burst him down though. They missed the trampled damage and stun. Scrap got chucked into the tower now. You're seeing the impact of this Pebbles portal key.
Yep.
Setting up kills left and right. It's an onslaught streak for Jock fan. So the Nitro's starting to pick up some steam.
Yep.
I believe he was 0-3. Now he's 6-3.
Yes. So yeah, Nitro slowly, getting more fed, which is what Hellborn wants. They really want someone to be able to compete with that Valkyrie.
Okay. Bubbles does juke the stalagmites. He was behind the tower here on the uphill. Shell search to safety.
Man, that Pebbles Drunken Master combo though.
Valkyrie, a lot of damage coming in on her. Does leap away. She'll be fine.
She's
If she
fine.
ports to base. Ooh, a toss
so
onto
cool.
him there. Actually, almost took him out. Gets the port out to base though. You could tell TMG was like recognizing that BPro didn't want to fight there. They were trying to push forward for some kills, but they just didn't get him.
That's fine. They didn't take any deaths for that, so that was good. But yeah, Pebbles Drunken Master combo. You can see the Pebbles goes in, Drunken Master just follows up. They're both just focusing the same targets. That's what they want to do. They want to be able to keep getting those picks one at a time and surviving. Which is it's happening. And Nitro slowly now is getting more and more fed. And hopefully, as this starts
Trample
going...
comes in onto Drunken Master. The tower was denied. This might give some rain for BPro to push forward without the presence of the tower now. And they're just not able to bring down the Drunken. They're maybe changing their targeting now to the Pebbles, who gets Kelfielded up. Auto attack down by the Cthulhuphon, gets the kill. Trample will miss, unfortunately. Obliterate forcing them back though. Scrap taking some pressure in the background, but an arrow lands onto Gravekeeper. He will fall. Can't take the brunt of that pressure. Drunken pushing forward to try to keep the fight going. Sends Cthulhuphon in the air, but he just don't care. He's tanking all that damage. And Karhuki walks away with a double tap.
Cthulhuphon with 15 armor. I don't think Drunken Master should be trying to focus that at all. He should probably just even ignore the Cthulhuphon at this point. He's just not doing any damage to him.
Yeah. So before there's another fight, they obviously they both have astrolabes for a while now, but there's a gnomes on the Oogie. And outside of that, and maybe some almost completed barrier, well, there's a barrier on the Cthulhu already, but the Drunken probably wants to finish his barrier. That's pretty much about it for the in terms of the team items.
Yeah, I don't think
Grab
there's any...
on the high ground, getting focus fired, goes down first. Valkyrie's in front, using the call of the Valkyrie. Gravekeeper getting focused now, a bit out of position. Valkyrie is getting locked down though, doesn't have a leap, so she falls. And we'll see if TMG pushes forward now with the Valkyrie dead or not. They're still actually kind of on the retreat mode. They do take out Jockfan off to the side here as Bubble snipes him out. Prism comes out on the respawn from Valkyrie. That's going to cause issues for Oogie, who gets spotted out here. And now Pebbles on the run, trying to juke what he can. Stalagmite's son is take covered by Bubbles. Nice job from him there. And it ends up being a hack trick for Yagardig on the Bubbles. Now Gravekeeper getting obliterated in the tower. Cthulhu needs to be careful though. I mean, he is quite tanky, but doesn't want to overstep here. It's not gonna be an overstep actually, as Novi gets a double tap. Fight keeps going. Arrow lands onto Pebbles. Pebbles blinks in. He did get his combo off though, but he will fall. Now Oogie gets sniped down by the Bubbles. Another double tap comes out for Bubbles. This fight just refuses to end. Chipper's gonna fall now as well. Maybe that will conclude the fight.
Man, I was a bit hating on that Valkyrie pick, but man, those arrows are seeing some work. Snark just keeps hitting them over and over, making use of that insane time on the stun. Every time he's throwing an arrow, someone's getting
Gets
stunned.
thrown back here, instantly bursted down. Cthulhu trying to target the Nitro here with his fear. No other casualties just yet. Oogie trying to get in there for some right clicks. Looks like he's gonna go for a Shrunken Head. Picks up a Mighty Blade. Could understand that pickup. Bubbles ports in on the Drunken Master, puts a lot of pressure onto him. Picks up a Spell Sunder, by the way, and a Spell Shard. So he's going full magic build here. That's probably a pretty solid choice.
Yeah, I think just I don't see any item choices that I'm confused about. I think everything is pretty much what it should be in terms of items. The one thing is, I'm going to have to send a bit of hate to Snark right now for the avatar he picked. I want you to look at the color of the arrow that he's throwing.
Is it blue? I'm just going to guess based on the...
It is a dark blue that is all very close to the color of the ground.
Oh. Sneaky.
Very sneaky arrow.
And Kelfield lands onto 2, holding Nitro in place mainly. Bubbles getting countered on. He actually ports away. Can he survive this? Take covers. Can't get the portal key off. was on cooldown still. They do get aim hard down in the background on the pebbles. And Scraps up really far in the fight here, trying to assist Cthulhu, but Cthulhu's in the front because he just don't care. He might have to care soon though. Tramples to safety. Bubbles counter silences in the background, tries to snipe out Oogie. He might be in some trouble now though. Does use the take cover. Yeah, he gets caught. It just didn't have the PK up. A little bit too far forward. So BPro, I will say, I mean, they're riding on some momentum. They got a large kill lead as well as like a pretty big gold lead, but they're overstepping just a little bit here, giving up some kills, not really getting too much in response.
If I were them, though, I would still be careful because they don't want a repeat of what's going to happen. What happened last game, right? They don't want that again.
I will say, I do think they kind of need to bring the pressure because their carry is a solo Valkyrie. But at the same time, they don't want to give too many kills over to Oogie, Nitro, and Drunken.
No.
So Bubbles does die first in this fight. The overdrive's activated. Oogie's leading the front lines. Has Primal Surge activated, so he's tanking a lot.
No.
Valkyrie gets gone, taken out first. Cthulhu also falls. TMG, again, despite being in a deficit, they're fighting very strong.
Oh yeah.
And that was, I believe, another 3 straight kills. So BPro, again, they cut the lead here for TMG down to 6K. They're fighting back once again in here in game number 2.
TMG is slowly getting back to equal gold. Man, this is we're starting to see. Yeah, like I think HoN has a better late game potential. So yeah, Legion really needs to like try to push up and finish this game as fast as possible. Though it's going to be harder and harder. Drunken's getting really tanky. It's harder and harder to shut him down. And Pebbles just keeps initiating on the right targets.
Here's a nice toss back onto the Valkyrie. He does get to the high ground back, which is nice. Kelfield in the background holding them down. Pebbles got focus fired after he blinked in, and he goes down first. Let's see who the next target will be. It's going to be Snark on the Valkyrie. Oh boy, great targeting there from TMG. They take him down. Chipper will also go down in the background. Cthulhu and Bubbles are going to take down Jockfan on the Nitro there. Another good take cover from Yagar Dig, avoiding the Stalagmite Stun. He's been on top of that all game long. Some damage coming in. An arrow from Snark onto Drunken Master. They're trying to burn him down with the rockets, but he's tanking everything. He's still half-life, ready to go.
Just too beefy, too strong.
Drunken sends Cthulhu in the air. Can they bring him down? They're doing it! Yes, they will! Can't get the trample off. He falls to the pressure. Scrap picks up the Hellflower. See who he's going to want to use that on.
Going forward. Might get caught here.
Yeah, he's trying to run away. There's no Kelfield to hold him in place.
I think he does get away. Pretty good. Yeah, I think Drunken might start going a bit more damage here. We see him going Bulwark on the enemy, which is I think a good choice. But we see him also
Legion Bulwark as well. Yeah,
we see him surviving a lot, anyways. So I think maybe now he could go damage. He might just try to keep being even tankier and just keep initiating with that Pebbles.
So Oogie's got Shrunken Head finish now as well. Very defensive build with the Gnomes and the Shrunken. Just wants to sit in the front lines for Nitro to soak some damage. And Gravekeeper, he had a lot of gold. I think he just bought an Arcana. Bought his own Shamans, but they're not really looking to build a second barrier. Do you think that should have been a Gnomes instead? Since they already have the barrier on the Drunken? Would that have been a better choice?
On Gravekeeper?
Yeah, instead of having like another Shaman Cedrus in the team.
I mean, Gnomes, they already have Oogie with the Gnomes, right?
Oh, yeah. Doi. So, you're right.
So they don't really
make any sense.
Yeah. So no.
Well, that was an easy answer.
Yeah.
I wanted to see if you were paying attention.
Yeah. Oh,
that was my intention there. I wanted to see if you knew what I was getting at.
Oh yeah.
Barrier Idol is activated. Cthulhu charges forward. See, you caught me. You read my play there. That was good. Kelfield comes out onto several targets. Oogie pops the Shrunken Head. They're trying to die past the tower. Cthulhu has no mana for another trample. Overdrive is activated. Cthulhu still holding his ground though. And the rest of BPro trying to pick a target here. But TMG kind of just resets and gets out of the tower, and now they have to chase if they want to keep the fight going. Bubbles goes forward onto the Oogie. One more auto attack takes him out. Nice dodge from Yagardig on the Pebbles stun initiation. He avoids that, so Pebbles ultimately ends up whiffing. And TMG, I think, will just be happy to reset there, but they did lose the Oogie to conclude the fight.
Yeah. Oh my god. This is again a pretty close game. Though I'm gonna say, Hellborn is slowly just clawing their way back up.
Yeah, every time I look, I feel like the kill and the GPM difference gets smaller.
Yeah.
Or it's at least staying around this area. So again, I feel like that's bad news for BPro because they want to be kind of closing this one out sooner rather than later.
Yeah,
or at least increasing their lead. They're not really able to really do that. Scrap gets caught completely out of position here on the high ground.
Oh, yeah.
Nowhere near any team support.
Yep. But yeah, as you were saying, I also agree. Legion wants to end this as fast as possible. Scrap's not going to be able to. Scrap's not going carry. I don't think he's going to be able to do much carry. Valk is, I would say, more of a semi carry than a full on carry. So not going to be able to out carry even a Nitro, which I still don't like the Nitro pick, but at the same time, it seems to be working, so why not? I guess I'm just a hater.
No, that's fine. I think Nitro probably can out carry a Valkyrie as well, even on her own, despite having an Oogie and a Drunken Master in her team.
Yeah.
I would say that's a pretty reasonable assessment. Bubbles getting locked down here. He does get his stick cover off. Cthulhu tramples onto the Oogie, but now he pops the Shrunken Knight after the stun wears off. They're pushing forward for some kills. Cthulhu Fawn taking heavy pressure, still tanking a lot of damage, but he will fall. Dogfang gets credit for that one. And the arrow will hit onto Pebbles, 4.4 seconds. Kelfield hits onto 4. Bubbles jumps in with a silence. A lot of damage coming in with the Spell Sunder as well. Bubbles 18% hero damage.
Yeah.
5% more than any other player in the match. Yeah. So you can clearly see his Spell Sunder, Spell Shards, and now might be an eventual Grimoire of Power, which there he right-clicks it. I think he's got it in full. He's doing a lot of damage this game.
Oh yeah, he's doing a lot of work.
Arrow 5 seconds on the Drunken. I don't think this will anything will come of this, but
man,
still a nice arrow.
Eating those. Drunken's been eating all those arrows every time.
You think he's walking into them on purpose?
Probably. I mean, I think he is the best target to get those arrows because of that barrier idol. Because I don't think. Oh no, okay. Drunk charges, yeah, they still give debuff the duration reduction, which is good. So yeah. So he gets.
So is this a Hellflower on Gravekeeper? He's almost got enough gold to finish it if that's his choice.
Yeah, probably a Hellflower. I don't think it would go Harkons. I don't think it's just a good choice.
Yeah, sure. More damage.
It is more damage, but I think
we like damage here in the caster box.
I do like that.
We like Rift Shards, we like Harkons, we like Codex.
Maybe perhaps Doombringer? Maybe a bit of a Doombringer?
And can't forget Doombringer. We love Doombringers.
Yeah.
I don't think we've seen one yet.
No.
So maybe that'll hopefully happen today at some point. Maybe that'd be a good item for Valkyrie this game.
Oh,
Hellfield comes out onto 4. Oogie's got the Shrunken though. And Gravekeeper could be the first victim here. Uphill misses coming in from Snark, a couple in a row, but they do bring him down anyway. Double tap comes out for Karhuki as they also get the Drunken Master down. Nitro now, oh boy, he's in an offensive position, trying to run away there with the 3 as a crowd. Not going to get him the distance of safety though, he will fall. Trample hits onto Pebbles. He might just get walked down here as well. Rocket's coming in, has to dodge some more. It's not going to matter. Yoghardig picks up another double tap. And BPro expands their lead a bit. Up by 10 kills now, but again, still not like game deciding of a lead yet.
Still, I think only 10 deaths, 10 kill difference. I don't think it's that big of a. I don't think it's that big of a difference for now.
Who did the okay, so the Chipper staffed the Bubbles. I was expecting it to actually go to the Cthulhu Fawn.
Yeah, me too.
And I don't think the Valkyrie probably would make sense to staff here, so it would either be the Cthulhu or the Bubbles.
Yep.
But he does have the Kelp, which now you cannot break it So if you get kelped before using the shrunken, the kelp will be on you, and then if you shrunken and try to run out, you still get stunned. That's what it's gonna do.
Yeah.
So they do have 2 shrunkens on both the Nitro and the Oogie. So if he kelps them first and then they try to shrunken run out, won't help them too much. So in that sense, it's kind of nice. But
Yeah.
do you think that's better than the fear from Cthulhu?
I don't. I think having an AOE fear like that, I just think it's like having a Legio taunt, but just so much stronger.
Yeah, I personally would have liked to have seen it on the Cthulhu more.
Yeah.
The Drunken Master goes down first here. Kelfield's holding some in place. Valkyrie jumps in forward with the Shrunken Head. Who's she trying to go for though? She's going for the Pebbles, okay. Good right clicks coming in. Oogie trying to chase the bubbles. I don't know if that's the target he wants to go for. Trample forward, ends up missing. Arrow also missing. Shell Surf also missing, but gets him in range for a silence. He's trying to go for Jock Fan. Not going to be enough. Juggerdig might have overextended here. I don't think he gets the Shell Surf, okay. Has another take cover. 3-man triple comes in from the Cthulhu Font. This might have been a bait all along from Juggerdig. Is he going to be able to stay alive? No, he gets chucked. A group chuck in the air as Pebbles has the staff picked up. Navi also goes down as they press forward for that kill onto Everdream.
Again,
and it's still a 10 kill lead.
Still 10 kills, which means that means HoN is keeping up. Which is bad for Legion. Again, they really want to keep getting a lead, and they want to be able to push up and get that second tower as fast as possible.
Oogie's got a light brand. Dawnbringer or Grimoire of Power? What do you think's his choice here?
Grimoire, probably for
Grimoire
that extra
power.
That extra spell damage.
More healing, more cooldown reduction.
Yeah, I think
Makes
he wants
sense.
that.
Makes sense. Gravekeeper does have the Hellflower finished, and Drunken also has completed Demonic. Both teams have a full Demonic now.
Yep.
It's funny, the Cthulhu and the Drunken builds are very identical, but the Cthulhu also has a Barbed, a bit more tanky.
Yep.
At the
Which
moment.
Makes sense for Cthulhu to have that. That's why I also would have expected him to be the one to be staff, because I feel like Cthulhu staff plus Barbed deals a lot of damage.
Our BPro's going for the bosses here while TMG's distracted by Vorax. This is a little nice distraction play they're going for here. I think they're going to be able to get both here before any reaction happens. They're not fully committed to killing the Transmutanstein, but I do think the Valkyrie and the Bubbles can take it out here. But while this is happening, the tower dive is coming in from TMZ. They get the tower. They lose both the Tripper and the Scrap. So they're kind of like 50-50 split here. The rest of BPro's coming in now with the Power Rune. Gravekeeper taking a lot of pressure here in the background. Snark is doing a lot of damage. He gets the leap out to safety. Survives on sub 200 life. And now Navi and Scrap are back.
Yep.
So despite losing the tower, they do end up still taking a 1-kill advantage there. So is it worth it to lose the tower there to get the boss kills?
I think tier 1 tower, it probably is. I think it was probably going to go down sooner rather than later, right? I think it was going to go down anyway, so I think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it to do it again, though, because if they get tier 2 tower, then that's a different story.
That one's a bit more important to free up the tree or the shrine. Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay. Are there any other items we haven't really talked about yet?
I'm trying to think about.
Full Grimoire finished by the Oogie, so you called that one.
Yep.
Doc-Fan goes for Phobo. It looks like maybe he wants a Wingbow. I don't know if will he fully upgrade it into a Wingbow, or do you think it's just going to be a standalone Phobo for now?
I think probably for now he might just keep it like that. I still don't know what items he's going to end up going, because I feel like I've never really seen Nitro played in Midwars much, and I've never seen a good Nitro played in Midwars. So I don't really know what items you would typically go.
Do you think he has enough damage right now, or do you think he needs more right-click presence?
He needs. I think he's gonna need a lot more damage to have any presence.
They did use a Valkyrie Prism, but I didn't really see them push forward for anything. I don't know. Bubbles was very offensive down on the bot side of the map.
Yeah, Bubbles
and
thing.
he just picked up a sheep stick. He's doing the BPro thing, which is to have red boots.
Yep.
He's the only one, though. He's the only one with red marchers.
I don't
Smoke's up down here in the bottom. I'm not really sure why he's down here, because now his team is going to be split.
Oh, he's getting
And
tower.
Snark is, oh, is he actually backdooring the tower? They actually have creeps here, so it's not even a backdoor.
On the back door, he's just pushing.
Snark was also jungling the camp up in the top side of the map. So BPro is like fully split. They lose 2 players in the mid where TMG picks them off. I didn't even see if it was a group smoke or if they just ran into them straight up. But Kelfield comes out now onto 2. Bubbles is in some trouble. He's getting locked down by the Drunken, who holds him in place. He does end up falling.
This is not looking that great. If Bubbles managed to get that tower, that would have been a really good play.
Do you think they're desperate to try to go for that type of a play, or do you think they should just keep doing like head-on 5-on-5, run into them? Because I'm a bit surprised personally that they're opting to like split up like this, but maybe they feel they need to.
I feel like they need to be a lot more careful. They probably weren't expecting the rot there.
Gravekeeper ultimate comes out. Bubbles dies again. Doesn't get anything off. Had a Kelfield on cooldown anyway. Cthulhu in the front lines, trying to fear them up. Nitro does have the fully completed wing bow now. Oogie chasing forward onto Valkyrie. Gets null fired up in the tower. Cthulhu taking heavy pressure. Can't get a trample up the cliff because he has no mana. And it was a 2-for-1.
Yep.
Pebbles ended up dying first. Bubbles is now back. Sheepsticks up on the Gravekeeper. No pressure coming in. There's the Rockets doing some okay damage, but not a lot. Right clicks from Bubbles are doing a bit more. Silence hits onto Pebbles. He can't get a combo off when he blinks. And did use the Stalagmites first, though. Has a chuck. Might want to, like, group chuck them here, but he's just trying to run away. I think he's going to end up falling here anyway.
Oh, Lulu's trying to get...
Gravekeeper now also has a shrunken head. Oogie's dying in the background. Bubbles and Cthulhu take him down. Valkyrie has shrunken head activated. They take out Everdream on, they take out the Gravekeeper as well. Right clicks on the Drunken Master doing some good damage, but there's the Barrier Rattle, Group Chuck doing some okay damage. They take out Karhuki. Kelfield locks them down. Drunken Master getting stunned up. Zoomerang snipes him down. Yogurt gets credit for the kill. And here's a Valkyrie Prism now. We'll see if they look to re-engage or reset.
Looking. Alright, that was a pretty good counterattack from the BPro right there. They managed to bring back up the lead that they had. Bring it back. So, I'd say overall pretty good. I think TMG probably should try to regroup there a lot more.
Oh, Bubbles jumps in, forces the Shrunken from Nitro, but gets immediately Hellflowered by Gravekeeper. There's a 2-man trample coming in from Cthulhu. Rockets are all missing. Fear comes in. Oogie can't get the Shrunken off right away, but he does now use it. Going in for the backline of Chipper. Valkyrie dies on the uphill, and both Chipper and the Valkyrie fall first. Now Bubbles comes out of the take cover. A sitting turtle, not a duck, comes out, dies, and Oogie gets, or not Oogie, Scrap gets tossed into the air, and TMG commanding team fight. It takes 4 straight casualties. Down to an 8-kill lead, but they're going to get the Transmutanstein Zorgath combo down. And this 10,000 gold could all of a sudden be closer to 5k in a second here.
Slowly.
Actually goes back up to 6k. As was that a snipe coming in from Snark? Did he snipe it with the arrow? I think he did, right? That was wild. Did you see that arrow, Nicholas? Because I missed it. And all of a sudden I just noticed that Snark got the Zorgath kill.
Oh wait, oh my god, that was...
Snark got the Zorgath kill. He wasn't even there.
What a snipe.
I told you, man, these arrows are on point.
Yeah, I don't know how he's doing it. It's like he's predicting where everyone's going to be, like, all the time.
Alright, here comes a Prism. Are they going to go for anything here? I don't know if they necessarily see their positioning. Here comes Bubbles initiating with a Kelfield. Hits 2. Both Oogie and Drunken are kelped up. They're not fully committed though. Bubbles buys a Nullstone. Navi's gonna go down first on the Chipper. Gravekeeper zombies. Oh my god, the fear. What's happening in this fight? Pebbles goes down first. They did take down Valkyrie. Double tap comes out for Cthulhu. They take out Gravekeeper as well as the Pebbles. Drunken Master and Bubbles going at it in the background. Sheepstick comes in onto the Drunken. He ports to his shell. And Nitro might snipe him out here. He goes Not in time. The portal key comes in from Bubbles.
By the way, a good thing to note, Bubbles is still ahead in damage, and he keeps doing more and more damage.
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
Now he's at 8% more damage than the next person. So
You want to tell me what that gold lead says right now, Nicholas?
that gold lead says that I think TMG is slowly getting stronger and stronger, and I think I'm not sure how BPro's gonna get back from this. But again, could be another comeback like
5-second arrow on the Gravekeeper. The other tramples in, only hits the already stunned Gravekeeper, Sheepstick as well. They really want to lock him down. Kelfield lands on the Drunken and the Oogie, as the Frostfield slowed them up initially. A lot of low targets here for TMG. Drunken and Pebbles both fall. 3-for-0 engagement here. Oogie down as well. Couldn't get his shrunken head off, causing issues for them, and Nitro was forced to fall back. And now the second tower goes down. Can they end this though in time? The respawners are coming up. They almost have a full 5. Gravekeeper with the shrunken head going in with the zombie apocalypse. Now Snark takes the brunt of the focus fire. Needs to be very careful. Pops the shrunken head. He's manning up, but that is not going to be the right choice. Didn't have a leap to run away. Pebbles very low, but they're going to take out the Chipper as well. And meanwhile, Karhuki also dies up in the top left corner. So they did definitely overstay their welcome. Got some good damage on the shrine. Got it to about 2/3, but they lost 3 players for it. They'll be respawning here in a sec.
The game is looking pretty equal right now. Gold is around the same, and both there's no towers left.
Bail Rock coming in from TMG. Snark leaped forward to get that power, or to get that invis rune. Actually snagged it away. Still has it activated, even though he's dusted up.
Yep.
So he actually broke the Veiled Rot gank from Hellborn, and they just unfortunately couldn't get the sheeps or the Hellflowers from either the Pebbles or the Gravekeeper on him, because he had that Null Stone.
Yeah.
It's a little too slippery there. Would have been a really big pickoff. Meanwhile, look what Bubbles is doing. I think he's clearing the waves in the background so that TMG can't push.
Yep, that's
which is pretty smart, because I think they're trying to buy time for the ultimates to come back. But now that they have him up, he's going to TP back in. Shrunken heads are being activated left and right. Kelfield locking them in place. Snark getting focus fired in the background on the Valkyrie. He's trying to get a return kill first. Is he holding his ground? He does not. Pebbles maybe going to go down first. The barrier comes out. It's a giant cluster of a fight here. Nitro holding his ground. Symbol Rage. He spiked Bola and he's on 1 HP. He's gonna live. Jockfan stays alive in the background, and TMG, they take the fight. 3 players survive. 0 for BPro. World Tree under fire. Can they end the game here? They need to take out the Nitro. They do. Can they hold the tree though from dying? Couple more hits. Oogie's
one more time.
Drunken gets it. Game 2 and the series goes to TMG. Another, I'm gonna call it comeback. Another comeback happening for TMG.
Oh, yeah.
And they'll be moving on to the finals
Oh, yeah.
to meet up with Straight Out of My Bed.